If light travels so fast.
So, we're gonna go straight into the next game. Once again, for the people who are just tuning in or doesn't know it, we have the top laner who has been leaked to be JWoww. I'm not sure about this. Some people have been calling out some other people already, but we actually see Shook playing on his other account, or he just changed the name into Copenhagen Wolves Shook. Of course, in mid lane we see Froggen here on Ari once again. I was a great champion for Froggen. We saw how he could really push the advantage last time. Yeah, just them. And of course in the bot lane we see Edward and Freeze once again here on Annie. We haven't seen him play Annie yet. This is going to be interesting. He really likes to go really offensive on the support, and a lot of people on Reddit have been commenting that he is one of the weak links because he gets caught a lot. However, he is one of the big playmakers of the supports and really very aggressive. I like this playstyle, so let's see if he can utilize it this game to get Freeze fed once again, now playing Jinx. But yeah, it seems like Shook and JWoww want some fame because they changed into their real names, or what you would usually see them at. So what we see here is already a lane swap featuring our Freeze and Edward in the top lane versus Corki Thresh. Now that's a beastie lane. Both teams have good poke, and it's really crucial to dodge just everything here. Edward putting on some good pressure with those stun stacked up, but not gonna be able to get into range, and that Thresh hook is going to be crucial with just so much burst coming out of Corki early game. So let's see who will win this fight top. We already see Shook in the jungle going for the invades. We know how aggressive he can be, and he's going for that early pressure, going through mid lane, trying to get the enemy Orianna to probably flash or even get a kill with Froggen's charm. It's not gonna happen this time. He's been so amazing just doing this early aggression and getting the enemy team to really just go wherever he wants them to go, put a lot of pressure on. And let's see if JWoww can keep this pressure bot lane on this Shen to allow him to really just roam around free. JWoww has been so good at keeping the enemy jungler's attention and making the enemy jungler go to wherever he is on the map, thereby allowing JWoww to do, not JWoww, I'm sorry, Shook to do whatever he wants in the jungle and really get Froggen rolling in that mid lane. That isn't JWoww Kappa. Right now we just see some small trades going back and forth and not really any of the big advantage. Shook going in for an early push. The charm landing, the Q coming out from Froggen, the ignite burning, the last auto attack, and surely the enemy Orianna will fall down without even burning as much as a flash. Froggen getting another kill with the red buff, double buff now on Shook and Froggen. A great foxfire and teamwork there, catching the enemy Orianna off guard. Not expecting the cooldowns to be down already. We see JWoww down here trying to contest this Jax, taking him really low, flashing in for the last auto attack. Oh, and the exhaust goes down as the Warper Blade takes him nearly to death. Some good harass up here by Edward, who gets caught out by a hook. That's more for some harass for Corki, since Edward landed a good stun here with the help from Freeze. They could really just harass the enemy support down to near death as well. Oh, hi, Dea. Edward returning to top lane, throwing down those wards to keep that Joanna at bay. Good morning. It's the middle of the afternoon. Let's see if the super team can provide the same strength that we saw the other days. They're already at a 2-0 lead 5 minutes into the game, and this is just all thanks to Shook being so amazing at that early pressure and getting those level 3 ganks out in the mid lane with the help and utility of Froggen's charm. They really just baited that Joanna in there for that early lead already. And if there's just one champion who knows how to push this lead, it will probably be Shook in the jungle. Already in those boots of mobility, we've seen him run on almost any jungler he's been playing just to keep that presence all over the map. Clearing out that jungle path, moving towards top lane. he might be going in for a gank. We see purple team, our super team, putting out some pings on that Thresh and Corki. Froggen throwing out some good harass. Not having a fun time mid lane against double buff Froggen. Some great harass coming out from Edward being low on mana. Thresh is going out for Edward. It's not going to be enough. Priest and Edward almost being able to take him down. The last auto attack for man is not going to be enough. The enemy team has to go back. And we see Shook coming in with the boots of mobility and the spirit just to finish him off. Flag going down and Corki pops barrier straight away. Not going to risk it. Froggen going in with his ultimate. Foxfire is going to be able to finish him off quite easily. That double buff sure gave Froggen a big advantage, being a 3-0 already. Shook being caught out, being level 6 from those minions, able to take down Corki with the last of his mana. Already some great pressure from our super team, being at 5-0 already. Some stun and poke coming out on Joanna, desperately trying to hang on to this top tower. Let me just arrange the champions so we can see who is up against who. There we go. So we see the CS in bot lane being pretty much equal. Jax being a little bit in the lead, but JWoww putting a bit more pressure. JWoww just doing some amazing outplays, forcing the enemy jungler to really not being able to gank or counter jungle, as you would see many Shoanas do, but he has to go and clean up after Shook's work, because Shook is going to leave an amazing catastrophe behind him, and well, Joanna has to go up there and defend the towers, try and help out his team, but that's going to be hard since the boots of mobility has already come out as the first item on Shook. He's going to be able to pretty much put pressure wherever he want to do, and Joanna has no chance of keeping up with the movement speed. Lane already being swapped back, putting JWoww top lane against this Corki, and Thresh is going to be able to farm onto tower. Some good hooks are coming out here from Thresh, putting some pressure on JWoww, being taken down to 50% HP of just one hook. He gotta be able to dodge those hooks if he wants to stay in that top lane, only having that Doran shield and Doran's blade to be able to keep up the sustain. The enemy Thresh is doing whatever he can to get him out of that tower. Good pressure coming out on bot lane as Edward and Freeze are just pounding away in that tower. Jax not having any chance of doing anything. Jumping in there with the leap strike and stun. Joanna ultimate missing. The dragon is not going to be enough. Freeze even turns around to get out some poke. JWoww popping his ultimate, not going to be enough. Not even for a save or any kill potential right there. The Shen ultimate wasted, but we see Shook already in the top lane ready to defend against the enemy Corki. And Thresh, they're not going to be able to get much of a tower with Shook up there, ready with his ultimate to defend that tower. A hook landing out for some harass. Shook is not going to care about this. A great spirit rush from Froggen here, dodging the Orianna ultimate, throwing out some great damage with that Foxfire. He's not having a fun time mid. 4-0 Froggen, 98 CS to 74. He's not gonna have a lot of fun as Froggen is already pounding on his second tower. Jax almost killing out Freeze as the Ignite gets popped out for Edward. They're not gonna be able to finish him off, but they can at least scare him away from the tower. Going in here hard, Shook pops his ultimate, trying to desperately keep them as JWoww is going to try and take the enemy Thresh down. He has this red buff. Will he be able to one-on-one this Shen? And here we see Froggen coming up with the Foxfire, going for the minion instead. Surely he can do this, and the charm comes out, finishing up for the kill, taking JWoww quite low with that red buff. Jinx throwing out some minion farm bot lane, almost taking down that bot turret. And of course finishing it off. Froggen chasing after Joanna here with the double buff. He sure is scary. The Spirit Rush just comes up there. Foxfire's pop. Joanna flashes away quickly. Corki going in. Try and poke Froggen out of there. It's not gonna go well for him. He has the red buff. Barrier gets popped out. And he takes him down as he flashes over the wall to just try and get away from Shyvana and any potential Thresh hook. He was nowhere close though. Going for that top tower, it's gonna be uncontested. He can just auto tag it down, letting the minions finish that one off. Orianna being in a lot of trouble, sitting on 0-3 right now. Froggen going back and finishing Deathfire Grasp. 11 minutes into the game, he can burst almost, if not anyone in the game, if he decides to do it with that ultimate. He can just go around the map and pretty much ruin whoever he wants to ruin. Edward going into the enemy jungle, trying to place the ward, but it gets cleared out by the twin bite from Shyvana. Pretty good. Froggen still sitting on that double buff and Deathfire Grasp. Gonna keep on pushing mid. We know how much he loves to farm that mid lane. And he's already sitting on 130 farm to 95. JWoww in some trouble up here. Getting pulled back by Thresh. He can't get to that wall. Corki going in front of him, so he will not get over it. Froggen running up there to try and help him. The flash comes out. Froggen Spirit Rush, Charm, Deathfire Grasp immediately annihilates the Corki out of the way. Spirit Fire comes out with the last stack of the ultimate and an Orb of Deception, and Thresh is out of here. Shook, Edward, and Freeze just taking out a free dragon here. It's gonna be uncontested. Froggen having so much pressure with 8-0 now, dragging the enemy jungler top lane to just try and contest this tower. They have no chance of contesting any dragon, already falling down. 11-1, 12 minutes into the game. This is surely a super team. Jax jumping in there, trying to get some stun on Edward, but the stun is gonna get right back at him. As Edward on that Annie throws out a stun, and Freeze puts down some good harass, taking Jax to 50% HP without really losing anything. Those players are not confirmed. JWoww waiting in the bush in mid lane, looking to do something. Froggen seems fine in there, having that ultimate up and Deathfire Grasp. Thresh hook coming out on Edward. He's gonna be dragged in. That Thresh ultimate gets popped out. Edward's not gonna be able to get out. That cage is too strong. But the Shen ultimate just barely saves him as Freeze goes in there. Edward actually picking up the kill on Jax. Freeze pounding away. JWoww here fighting Shyvana. It's not gonna be a problem for him, as he's already picked up that chain vest as well as a giant belt. Way too tanky. Froggen taking down the mid tower meanwhile, as Freeze just keeps on putting pressure on bot lane. Froggen, JWoww and Shook is coming down there. The flash gets popped out. Charm coming out from Froggen. Orianna ultimate trying to get them under tower. Only hits Shook. It's not gonna be a problem. Ignite gets popped as well. Not gonna take down anyone from the super team as they fall back to take the second turret in the bot lane. Freeze just getting a free turret down here as he pounds away on it, and that's gonna be the 5th turret for our super team here. Purple side leading with 5 turrets to 0. There is absolutely no pressure from the blue team, as they can just go around taking whatever they want for free, and the blue team can do nothing but follow them all around. Freeze going one-on-one versus Corki here. This is dangerous. Barrier gets popped out as Thresh flashes over the wall, taking out Jinx as he can just CC him to death. JWoww trying to get out of here. It's not going to be enough. However, he takes down the enemy Corki with his Ignite, just ticking away. Edward getting in there with the stun ready, trying to get JWoww out of there. Shook, of course, being ready with that Cataclysm. It's really something we've seen come out of Shook a lot. He's so amazing with those boots of mobility and that movement speed he has. He can just go wherever he wants on the map, and he's always there to get either his teammates out of any trouble or just help them finish up a target. And it's really one of his strong suits, putting that early pressure, just really dragging the enemy team after him wherever they want to go, and with that movement speed they just cannot catch up to him. Yeah, I have the Blue Yeti microphone standing right in front of me, but it's not going to be in the webcam because then people are going to talk about it looking like a penis. But yeah, just read the fact below and you will find out almost anything you want to know about me. Some pings coming down here for Edward. Looks like he wanna go down to that ward as the rest of the team goes towards mid lane. JWoww staying top to put some pressure on. He has a Sunfire Cape to push back top lane, but not his ultimate up yet. Shook going in there to try and contest the enemy Shyvana as he knocks him out. Freeze trying to get out some poke, but missing his skill shots. Froggen getting hit by a hook, but the blue team is simply just too scared to follow it up. Jax putting out some pressure on Froggen as he just uses his charm and Deathfire Grasp. Deleted. Jax is out of here. Purple team being 15-2. They do not care. 11k gold lead. They're just going to die. Freeze getting caught up by Edward. Fresh hook dragging him under tower. Shen ultimate not going to be enough as the enemy team falls down to Froggen and Shook just pounding away as the charm and Foxfire is going to be too much. Froggen going out of here with a triple kill. Deleting 4 of the enemy team's players. They can take this mid turret and hopefully also an inhibitor for free. Jax running top lane to try and stop JWoww. It's not gonna be enough to get JWoww away with that pressure he's putting up there. With that Sunfire Cape, he can just push however really fast he wants. Jax trying to contest JWoww here. Just waiting for Froggen to get up here. Let's see if he can bait it over there. The movement speed from Shook is coming. The Spirit Rush already up again. Jax gets deleted. JWoww's almost gonna get taken down, but he flashes over the wall. The charm coming back there to keep Shyvana away from ultimate. 20-3, putting them in an amazing goal lead. 34,000 to 21,000. Froggen sitting on 10,000 gold, leaving Orianna in the dust at only 5,000. He has over twice as much gold as the enemy Orianna. Not even a close game. This is what we like to see the super team do. We haven't seen them stomp as much as they're doing right now. This is surely one of their best games. Seems like Edward should be the AD carry by the looks of the scores. Freeze being placed at a 1-2 with Froggen picking up almost any kills. His damage being so amazing that if his Foxfire doesn't get the kill, it's probably because the target is already dead. His damage is getting so amazing with that Death Cap and Deathfire Grasp already been built. Not even the tanks of the enemy team will be able to survive Froggen's burst here. The hook coming out, they see Froggen here with the Draven Ward in there. Froggen immediately using Spirit Rush to dodge the rest of the CC, taking out Jax on the way out with the Over Perception. The true damage is gonna be enough to take him down as Edward tries to follow up with some CC. Freeze almost killing the enemy Corgi with the ultimate. Edward flashing in there, using that Flame Breath to just finish all the enemy Corgi as they go mid lane to take down some more turrets. Falling top by the looks of it to JWoww, who's already put pressure on top lane once again to take down that tower. Froggen having that much AP will deal a ton of damage to that turret. JWoww not actually leading that much in CS, seeing that he has a Sunfire Cape and has been doing pretty much nothing all game, but really push that top lane, preparing for the team to delete someone and then go to the top lane and finish off a turret. The enemy team still has some pretty convincing CS, 154 to 208, 20 minutes in is still really good. The Thresh flashing there, trying to hook out Freeze, it's not going to be enough, he misses it and gets dropped extremely low. Shook clearing out the wards as they are pinking everything out here. Edward running around with that Oracle, making sure they have no vision outside the base, leaving our super team able to just do pretty much whatever they want when they're not inside the enemy base, clearing their jungle, going for Baron, doing whatever they want. They can really just roam bot lane if that's what they want, drag the enemy team around while they are being placed in the unknown depths of despair as they're just trying to grasp onto their base. Froggen going in there, landing the charm on the Korg with an amazing spirit rush to the side. Deathfire Grasp is just gonna delete him, picking up Shyvana with the Foxfire as well. Edward gets dropped low as Jax goes in there, and he goes down to Thresh, tanking the tower. Freeze needs to leave as well as he's tanking the tower, almost falling to death alongside with Froggen, but Froggen is gonna pick up this triple kill. Orianna Ball is gonna come out, but it's not gonna be enough to finish anyone out. It's not even hitting anyone as the Spirit Rush was already up again. He still had that last stack to dodge. Jax trying to take down Froggen and get that shutdown on his 16-0. Pretty convincing score. But JWoww was still having his ultimate up, not using it on Edward to save him. As he saves Froggen, keeping his KDS 16-0. They go into a pretty amazing first game of the day. 27-4 kills, 42,000 gold to 25. Not even a close game, guys. Hopefully they will play another and we will be there, of course, to watch.